Check. 1 2 1 2. Sweet as, guys. Another talk shit Thai flies. Yeah, today is gonna be an easy one. This one is it's a popper. You could use it for lots of stuff. You can use it for bass, yellow bellies, saltwater fish that have smaller mouths or go after smaller things. But today, so this it's another assembly kit, but I'm actually adding some different colors to it. So I'm taking the fly and I'll be doing putting different colors to it. But this is basically, well, if you see it in here, make sure it's on. But yeah, right there, sweet. Just making sure. And me and the wife are planning to buy a house here relatively soon, so we're gonna end up, I will be hopefully out of this kind of area and actually into doing this in somewhere else and such. But anyways, yeah, let's start tying this fly. So hope everyone's doing good. It is Friday morning, my day's off, and so yeah, I got about almost 2 weeks off work, so pretty excited. Me and the family are going to Japan next week, so hopefully might come across some fishing stores over there or just suss it out. But anyways, yeah, right on. So got the hook, obviously. It's a popper head hook. So basically, if you guys haven't watched my other videos, a hook for a popper head is basically, it has a little nook in, a little divot in it, and that is because when you slide the popper head on right here, slide this popper head on. If you guys want to take a look at the other video, it's just better. I'm actually starting to learn I'm trying to get better at talking to that and telling you guys to look up there or whatever. So, but yeah, slide the popper head on, and this divot here will actually keep the popper head still. It's like helps it so it doesn't turn on a flat hook. But when it comes to big flies for Murray cod, probably muskie, I personally use the Gamakatsu use Gamakatsu hooks. They don't have the divots. I like tying big flies, and but anyways, so these are good hooks. I just choose not to use them unless it is for a smaller fly. Then I'll use them. I use Kona, not sponsored or anything. Gamakatsu, Kona, basically my go-tos. I'm not using a Kona or Gamakatsu for this because this is a bit smaller and this hook's I don't have the size for this hook, and it came with it, the packaging. So I'm trying to get better at using what's actually in these things, because a lot of times I'll actually swap out the hooks, or like I'm adding material onto it now to make it a little bit different. That's fine. It's just then at the end you basically have just a shit ton of extra stuff, which is, you can use it, but it all depends on how you go about it. Anyways, I'm gonna pour myself a coffee actually. Yeah. One thing about Australia I find, they use instant coffee all the time. They use it's just instant coffee is like their thing. I fucking hate instant coffee. I am not gonna lie. I hate it so much. My wife drinks it. I just think it's a disgrace to caffeine. I love caffeine. People go, oh, you shouldn't drink caffeine. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I get that, but I get the downside it can have, But I'm like, you know what? I run, I work out, I hike, fuck that noise. I'm not taking a thing I love. And caffeine doesn't do like, it's not bad. Like, I don't drink ever. I don't do anything. Like, I try to eat proper. You know, we all kind of have that cookie or, you know, that half a cake or whatever, you know. So, but find something you enjoy. You know, you gotta, if you enjoy coffee, drink coffee. Like, fuck whoever tries to convince you that caffeine's bad, but they're out there drinking like, I don't know, a case of beer 3 times a week. Like, they can just get fucked. Like, take your advice from people that actually, you know, fucking want to actually like do something with their lives, and then they can help you out. But if they're not doing anything with their lives and then they're trying to, you know, push that shit on you, it's just like, shut the fuck up, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. You know, it's just, I just believe people talk too much. Like, you know, they worry about everyone else, but they don't actually work on their own shit. So anyways, sorry, ramble. Anyways, yeah, so basically tie the hook not too far back. You don't need to go too far back, but this basically allows grip on when you do tie the all the material on there. So we're gonna put green. I've had this for fucking years. And I just kind of use it every so often. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like, by getting these, I didn't get this from this, but this is an example of using these and swapping materials out. It's like Legos, you know, it's basically like trying to just figuring out, because you can have excess amount of stuff and then you can end up using it later, which is fine. I'm just, you know, but I find that like, there are stuff that I don't use and I just end up never using because I don't, because I swap it out. So that's why I'm saying, but yeah, no, having extra material is not the worst when it comes to these, you know? So yeah, basically I cut a piece of that off. Instead of using the whole length, I fold it in half. So then there's more, and I'm not trying to make this a massive body profile. It's not this popper is not it's not supposed to be like a big body profile per se. But when I do tie this on, I'm gonna tie. It's not gonna be much. I'm gonna be tying onto it, but as you can see, just a little bit, just to keep that on, because this is not a fair dinkum fly, or I mean a serious fly. So like, it is a serious fly, but it's not like a lot to it. This is a very simple fly to do, and you know, that's why you can have fun with it. And then on top of that, I'm going to layer some of this tinsel. It's like a white Christmas tinsel. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to only pull a couple strands, cut the whole thing. I'm probably going to pull a little bit more than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, about that. I'm going to cut the whole thing instead of cutting it half. Actually, I don't need to cut it. I'll just No. See? Alright, so another good tip is be organized on how you have your material tied up. But that I'll do good. Alright, sweet. So got the tinsel. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to make it so that it's relatively even. It doesn't need to be even. And then you just fold it in half. So take that, fold it in half, and then you doubled your body profile. See? Doubled your body profile, and you only used half the material. Instead of cutting it in half and cutting it to that perfect perfect length. You can cut the perfect length after, but I'm not going to. I'm just whatever, you know. And then another tip too is when you tie this stuff on and you know you're gonna be putting some feathers on there, to make it so then the feathers are basically give more profile behind the popper head. Make sure you tie your tinsel material or whatever material you kind of put on first, because it is a layer system. That's how flat tying is. Just basically tie this stuff a little higher up, and then what happens is when you tie the material a little higher up and then you put the feathers on top of it, it actually, the feathers are forced to, because you're wrapping the feathers around something a bit fatter, so then it just puffs out just a little bit more, you know. It's just those little tricks that kind of make, I find, fly tying, you know, this kind of how you can kind of, it doesn't need to be a lot, it just needs to be like, it just, as you can tell, see how I tied it right here, see how I tied it right here, it's a bit fatter. I'll end up putting feathers from here to here, so right here is a bit fatter, so then it just allows it to puff out a bit more. So yeah, so I'm excited to go to Japan. It should be good. This is the first family international trip. Before this, we were going on like van trips to along the coast in Queensland, northern Queensland, all the way down to the southern part, and then we did a Tasmanian trip. So basically, my goal was to basically warm them up into like traveling and a bit of flights to then now we're going overseas, because this is the longest flight that any of my, like, Sarah's had, or Lockie or Harry. It's just basically the longest trip they've had, and I've kind of warmed them up in a way where now we can go international, and then, but this is going to be a big cultural difference for them, but which is good. I believe it's good. So I'm excited, and just, I guess we're only going for like a week. People may say, "Oh, that's not enough." It's like, yeah, well, guess what? We're making it work. We're doing what we can do. It's like, it doesn't always have to be. Like, I've traveled a long time, and I'm just, you know, I'm trying to introduce them to international traveling more. I'm trying to get the travel bug into the kids. So yeah, it's just, so also too, another tip, make sure you put your popper head and kind of suss it out on where that popper head's going to end up. You see what I'm saying? So when it slides over, when you slide it over, you're not surprised on you sliding over material that you've tied that you didn't have to tie up that high. So yeah, so basically right there about ish. So I tie this back. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm having a good time with life, guys. It's basically, it's definitely. I need a new vise. I've had this thing forever, like years. I've had this thing since I was a kid, but I don't need a new vise. I don't need a very expensive one. It would be nice to have one, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll get one day, hopefully, but no. Yeah. Be happy with what you have, and then you save your money. But anyways, tie 2 feathers. You can do 3 feathers or 1 feather. I would recommend at least 2 feathers, and then if you want to do 2 feathers, and then if you start wrapping it, you don't feel like it's thick enough, then you can just always just add more. But 2 feathers for the distance, and you kind of evaluate, like, how long the feather is, how much you can actually tie the feather onto the hook, and then the width, the length of how long you're tying compared to how long the feather, and that's how you can kind of figure out how much you can actually tie on there. So I'm gonna actually do a few more wraps, and take your time and just do this right, guys. Like you're tying a fly. Just remember, and do not like get all fast and shit. Just take your time and just do it. You know, just do it right. Put that over there. But yeah, I'm excited. I haven't drank my coffee yet. Oh, freshly grounded coffee. Ooh, that's strong. It's gonna kick in. All right, so we're going to. Oh yeah, talking about coffee. So I like drinking coffee while I'm fly fishing, or just kind of while I can hunting. I'll bow hunt. When I bow hunt, I'll drink some coffee, obviously, but I like to drink it in the field. So, for the longest time, I would like pack ground coffee and such. Look at that. That popperhead's gonna. You can always pinch it back. If you find it's too far, you can always peel it back, and then, but yeah, snip it. Make sure you don't cut the line. But anyways, what I was saying, guys, before I got distracted myself, pull it back like this. Hold on a quick second. So you're going to pull it back like that. Keep pulling it back, and then you kind of, and you can go like that. And then you slide the popper head kind of over that. But anyways, like I was saying, guys, I love to drink coffee on the go with my jet boiler and stuff. So this is not a product placement at all. This is just, I truly believe this is fucking awesome. And I have, but I've just, this one, the quality of the coffee, and then also just the packaging for like the convenience and everything, super awesome. So this is Gun and Dog coffee. They are basically this is just drip coffee. It's basically like a little sachet inside. You pull it open, you put it over your cup, you pour the coffee in, and it's drip filter. It's just gravity fed through the sachet of coffee. Super. If you want a good cup of coffee, this is a super good one. It comes in, it comes in like that. But I just wanted to say that if you guys are ever looking for like coffee on the go and real coffee, not this instant bullshit coffee, then that's what you're gonna want, is Gun and Dog. But like I said, they have nothing to do with this. I truly just believe in this, because just to have this, if you can get access to boiling water in a cup, there you go. That's all you need. There's this, boiling water in a cup, and you got this. So I think it's a game changer. I fucking hate using that word, but anyways, I think it is a really good idea I think everyone uses game changer. I've said this in other videos. The word game changer is fucking hijacked from many people, and I truly hate it. It's hijacked with people that are just trying to invent a wheel, so fuck me, Dad. Anyways, right on, get back to, so we are gonna poke a hole in the popper head. So basically what I do is, these ones have relatively an idea of, oh yeah, these heads are good. Sweet, right on. This is actually way easier, guys. So they have a hole, but they also have, it's split. I didn't actually realize these ones. Oh, I do. I forgot about that. But yeah, they have a split, so you can actually just slide it over, glue it, slide it over, and right on. That's pretty easy. That is really easy, actually. So, alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually weave this up and then tie it. You can use the whip, the tying tool. I don't use that. I tie with my hands. I just think it's way faster, way easier for me. That's just for me. Just remember, I'm self-taught on all fly fishing, up to the age of mid-20s. Yeah, I started taking advice, but anyways, ready. Oh, slide this over, so that's all tied. Slide that over like that. Pretty simple. So with that being said, I am going to take this guff, and I'm going to make sure, if you want, you can spin it just to get that glue. And then you put your guff away, take your UV, you close it, and then you just UV it. And the light will go through. It's hold it for a little bit longer, you know, so. It's a pretty simple fly. You can make it as long or short as you possibly as much as you want. If you want to add a few dabs of more glue on there, just because it's like, a lot of people use super glue. I don't have super glue right now, but I actually mostly just use, and to separate the fly, the feathers from where you're gluing, you can just that, add some more glue. But yeah, guys, it was a nice chat. I do quite enjoy doing these. If it helps out one person, then I'm happy. You know, it doesn't need it. I don't need massive amounts of people. That's not why I do this. I do this because it's just, I quite enjoy doing it, but if it helps one or two people, then I'm happy. Get a fly idea, or maybe there's a reasoning on tying a certain fly and such. So, righto, well, this is the end of that. And this is Talk Shit Tie Flies. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys, I hate doing this because this is my channel, and I will basically, you know, I'm the one that comes up with the ideas and all that. It's not you guys' responsibility. But if there's anything you guys are like wanting to tie, let me know. I'll go for whatever. But I have no problems. I'll keep on doing this on my ideas. But if you, like I said, if you guys decide to, you know, you have an idea on like, you know, like a certain trout fly or whatever, fuck, I'll give it a go. Like some of these salmon flies from like the UK or Ireland, pretty intense. I'd give it a go. But anyways, I hope you guys have fun. Remember, keep living and keep on tying flies. Peace out.